food you have in your refrigerator could be poisoning you. We all rely on our refrigerators to keep our foods fresh and safe, but improper use can turn them into serious health hazard. Here's what not to do with food and beverages that have been in your refrigerator. The first thing you don't want to do is reheat and refrigerate food. Every time you reheat and refrigerate food, it passes through something known as the danger zone, which is between 4 to about 60 degrees Celsius. This danger zone is where bacteria multiplies rapidly. So only reheat what you plan to eat if you must, and then store the leftovers. And if you must reheat, then let it cool completely for about 2 hours after refrigeration before putting it back into the refrigerator, and never reheat that food more than once. Always make sure that you store food in properly airtight containers, or you wrap them properly to avoid the food from drying out or absorbing any sort of odors and becoming contaminated. Foods like raw meats and seafood, you need to keep those separately from ready to eat meals in order to avoid cross contamination. The perfect temperature to set your refrigerator is about 4 degrees Celsius. And note that even very little temperature fluctuations of about 2 to 5 degrees can accelerate bacterial growth. If you have anything in your refrigerator, check for expiration dates, especially with things like dairy, fresh produce, and fruit, which tend to spoil a lot quicker. If you ever experience a power outage for an extended period of time, such as during a hurricane, everything in your fridge is no longer safe to eat. You need to clear that out and avoid consuming. This includes frozen meals as well. So ensure that you don't consume any foods that have been in the freezer for longer than 12 months with things like steaks and poultry, or for longer than 3 months with homemade foods like soups and vegetables. Food that has been spoiled in refrigerators can have serious and even deadly consequences. So stay healthy.